Hello everyone, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. Today we're going to be hunting Tigrex. And Tigrex, well, I have a bit of a history with Tigrex, 1 from 3U, and 2 from the beta of Iceborne, so I knew his moves a bit better than the others, but I wouldn't call it, I wasn't as familiar as obviously anything else in the world. Because it's been a while since I've fought him, basically since the beta. And I only fought him probably like 10 times there, so he's like an easier version of Barioth, in my opinion. That's basically what he is, except he doesn't get screwed as much by breaking his pieces as Barioth does. So while Barioth is more difficult initially, he gets easier faster, as opposed to this one, which is like a more even line across the battle, but it's easier overall, if that makes any sense. So anyway, Tigrex. What do you need to prepare for him? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I would recommend having earplugs for this. Of course, I'm a firm believer of prepare for the fight you're going to be going into, so that's what I would do. Anybody that's ever played Monster Hunter before that's fought Tigrex knows if you don't have earplugs, this fucker will punish you hard. So you either gotta dodge that shit with tackles or blocks, or run earplugs. Now if he's enraged, I think I said this yesterday, but if he's enraged and you're right in front of him, and even if you still have earplugs, that roar still hurts you. So when he's enraged, it's generally a good idea not to be in front of him, but if you do have earplugs and you're to the side of him, I don't think it hurts you, and you get a free hit on the thing. So earplugs are a really, really nice preparation for Tigrex. Beyond that, as long as you have Vitality 3, you should be fine. He's not that bad. So, it's a fun fight. I mean, the first time I fought him in the beta, I had forgotten what his moves were, and I made an ass of myself, because I think I fought him with either Glasgow or Consusara the first time, and I made an ass of myself, because I'd forgotten pretty much everything he does, but this time, not as much. I mean, I still made a bit of an ass of myself at points of this fight, I'm sure, but, you know, not as much. Of course, I don't know if I could say I never make an ass of myself considering my character's move, or character's armor looks as it does. But I like the way that looks, so yeah. This was a bad idea, but it actually worked. But the thing is, Tigrex, a lot of his moves are very telegraphed, and they're not difficult to tackle through into a true charge. I mean, they're just not. Of course, you have to know the moves, and I wouldn't recommend sitting in the narrow area like I'm doing right just now. But it can work if you know how to tackle correctly. This is a bad idea. Yeah, I realized that before it happened again. Once your safety net's gone, you gotta let go. Just remember, he does like running towards you a lot, and you better be prepared for that shit. Don't try and get fancy, don't try and get greedy. That was a bad one. To be fair, I thought he was going to do that whole spin thing, but anyway. This thing loves running at you a lot, so generally it's better to stay near it, because if you don't stay near it, he will run a lot. That's just what he does. It's always been what he's done. That was bad. It's always been what he's done. He's like Pink Raytheon on steroids in that one. You remember Pink Raytheon, that fight? Had to help so many people with that fight. Because they just like chase after him over and over, and they just get hit over and over. I do like this fight because it makes me laugh toward the end of it when he gets hurt, and he just starts kind of flopping on the ground because he's so hurt. Maybe I'm a sadist, but I find that funny. I don't know about you, but I find that great. Oh, I was trying to tackle through that, if you might have noticed, but I was a little late. Would have worked, but I was a little late. Nope. I just hit the deck. That's probably his most annoying move, is the boulder throw. I don't like it, but, you know, as long as you're not in front of him, generally you won't get hit. Now, if you take the tail off, which you should, this fight gets a bit easier, because that tail swipe is a very difficult thing to dodge, otherwise that was actually worked. That's how you're supposed to dodge that, or tackle through that. And when he's charging at you, I just kind of assume he's going to do the big tail whirl. So, well, that one was just me trying to get a dive off, but I was hit by the walking hitbox known as Tigrex. I gambled there that he wouldn't do the tail whirl, and I actually won that. I think I hit the tail, I'm not sure, but I shouldn't have hit the tail. I think I should have gotten hit there. You see the red on his wings? That means he's pissed off. So if I was directly in front of him, I would have took damage from that roar. So be careful of that. Also, he tends to get more aggressive when he's enraged. This is not new. Or at least should not be new. I'm surprised I didn't get tail whacked there. Looking at it now. Nope. I think I should have gotten hit there, but I was apparently in like the right place at the right time. Oh boy. I don't know what he did there, but he didn't do much, apparently. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna whack you in the face, bro. Alright? Alright. Yeah, Tigrex does tend to tucker himself out pretty easily. I mean, he is running all over the damn place. That was bad. He does tucker himself out pretty easily. Now, tackle is not always good in these situations right here, because you can, it's pretty slow to recover from, but that was bad, and I didn't notice the tell. But yeah, if you can take advantage of it, that's what you got to do. Now you notice the ground little sweep thing he did there. That kind of also shares tails with his tail swipe or tail whirl. So usually when he does that, I just try and get the hell away from him or Superman dive. I mean, you don't have to, but until you learn the very minute differences with the thing. I was trying to get the true charge there, but that was optimistic. But yeah, until you recognize the tiny minute differences, that's usually when I just back up and go, you know what, I'm just gonna wait. Because it's not worth it. I was like, where the hell is he going? I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go back to the higher up thing, and then yeah, it wasn't very good. I should have just chased him, but I wanted to replenish my potions. Because it's better safe than sorry, right? At least in my opinion, as a hunter. Let me put it this way. Tigrex was, I think he was the first thing in 3U, a little history lesson for people who actually give a damn, in 3U that I had to join lobbies for. I don't want to say I got carried. I kind of got carried a little bit, I'll be honest. But I don't want to say I got carried, but I basically ran in there with a lance, and my whole goal was, I'm just not going to die, and I'm going to poke at the thing until everybody else kills it, basically. He was the first, and then Barioth maybe was the second. It was either one of them was the first and the next one. But I couldn't use the greatsword, otherwise I would faint and I would waste everybody's time. I didn't want to be that dude, okay? So in World, I'm like proving it to myself, I can do this with the greatsword. Because I always felt bad, like, shit, I gotta use a lance for this. Not again. No. We're playing with the big boy's weapon now. I don't know why I always think this is gonna work. It never does. In my defense, it kinda worked here. It shouldn't have worked. I thought he was going ready to roar. There's why I tackled, if you're wondering. No, he's just gonna roar now. I'm like, I'm just gonna pick this up while you're bitching. Surprised I didn't get stumbled there. I walked right onto that thing while it was jiggling. That's how you're supposed to tackle that thing if you're going to tackle it. That's not a good thing to do. I actually got away with it. Nope. Like, I'm gonna get this true charge on y'all. Except he backed up like an asshole, but, you know, except for that part, it was a pretty good plan. But yeah. Nope. No, I was like, no, I don't want to die, thank you. And now, of course, now is when he's like, I'm tired, y'all. I'm gonna sit here. I'm like, shit. Why couldn't you do this before? It's like, oh, well, shit, you went too far. I was trying to get a true charge on your tail. I was stupid. I was getting greedy. I'm like, well, I want to get some damage in while you're tired. I forgot he does that twice. I thought I was being slick there, but no. I'm just eating up all my temporal charges. It's like, well, before this whole thing just goes kaplooey, I'm gonna heal so I don't end up like an asshole and getting myself killed. This is what I find funny. He just kind of falls over going, yeah. I find that amusing. I didn't find that so much amusing, though. No. No, that kind of pissed me off. It's like, I'm gonna stand up just at the worst time, y'all. It's like, what? You dick. And that was with the goddamn shortcut true charge. That I wasn't like I was doing the full true charge either. You saw it. That was I'm gonna shortcut this shit. Oh, this was the most infuriating chase of all time, I think, in Monster Hunter World right here. I was like, I'm gonna latch on to your tail. I'm gonna do it. But this thing, like I said before, has about a baby's arm reach, and you can't actually reach anything with this abomination of a tool. I know a lot of people like this thing. I hate it. But I try and use it a little bit. It's like, oh, come on. I'm this close, you ass. Let me get over there. Like, if I can't, okay. For fuck's sake, I finally got there. I mean, I know it's shit for my weapon sharpness, but it's like, yeah. It's not like I haven't dealt with shit weapon sharpness before in games with great swords, so, yeah. It'll be fine. If I was intelligent, I sharpened my stuff here, but apparently I did not, so I wasn't that intelligent. If I hadn't had earplugs, I would have fell off right there, just by the way. True story. Yeah, I really wanted this tail. I don't think I ever looted it either, which pissed me off, because I forgot where it was. Just by the way, just to let you know, I don't think I ever cut it off. And of course, I'm not sure how that flash thing went off, but it was not intentional, as you might have noticed. But yeah, it kind of fucked me with where it put me, because fuck you, you don't need to use a true charge. That's for nubs. So I'm just like, okay, fine, I'll just try and shortcut this shit. And you better not move that tail. He didn't move that tail. Don't think I ever looted that tail either, which pisses me off. I was like, I'm just gonna try it, man. I don't think it'll work, though. I got really greedy there. Because I got bloodlusted with this guy. I just want him dying, man. I forgot that, and I forgot where I cut the tail. So, I mean... Besides, it's not like I can't kill Tigrex easily anyway to farm him if I really need that tail later, which I'm sure I will. But I got really greedy for some reason. Wow, he just keeps... I thought he was winding up for something, but he was recoiling in pain. But yeah, don't get yourself near a wall. That can be bad. Or a narrow corridor. Those are both very bad against Tigrex. This is not a good place to fight him. You notice that? Well, I think that was the miasma that did the damage there, not the roar, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this is not a good place to be right here, as you might well have noticed. So I was like, no, I'm out. Nope. You can't really do anything when you're up here anyway, so I was like, why not? That's a better place to be than anywhere else. I'm kind of playing fast and loose with my stamina here, but, I mean, to be fair, it's kind of working. I mean, that was bad, because I just ignored the thing, but I got that true charge in. It's like, nope, I don't want to die. Damn near did it anyway. Because the guy just runs all over the place, but, cost me all my weapon sharpness in the process, but I didn't die. You know, that's the important thing. There's that tail over there, you can see it. I mean, I didn't see it, but I see it now looking at it. If I was smart, I would have just went to the left, carved that thing, and, been on my way. Apparently I thought it was over here. It is not over here. You can see it right there. I'm looking literally right, well, I was looking right at it. It's right there on the left. I just did not pick it up. I know I didn't pick it up. Nope, there it goes. It annoys me so much rewatching these and going, why didn't you pick it up? I know it must annoy you, because you're watching it too. Because you're going, dude, you went all that effort to cut that shit off to go pick it up. No. I don't want to pick it up. Or something. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Probably just I was bloodlusted. I just wanted to kill the bastard. Probably is what it was. I get bloodlusted, and it's kind of funny. Did I try? I tried for it. Wasn't a very good idea, but I tried for it. I was like, well, I see an opening. I think I waited a little too long there, but I'm going to try it. And of course, since the game is bound and determined to test my mettle as a hunter, Turf War has to happen right now, and they move about 30 feet when they do such things, so it's kind of annoying, especially considering I don't know how this Turf War plays out. And he backed his ass up against a wall and still somehow dodged that shit. Don't ask me how. It pisses me off, that's how. So I'm just swinging away, man. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna try and hit something, you know. I just want to hit something. I think I might have hit one. I might have hit him once. Once out of all those swings. That was 9 swings. I might have hit him once. Don't ask me how, but that's how it worked. I'm pretty sure. Still can't really see much, so I'm just swinging away, and it's kind of obvious as much as it looks. Because, you know, it wasn't bad enough fighting Tigrex by his damn self. You had to throw in Odegaron as well. You know, that's you just had to, right? I mean, you just have to do that in Capcom land. Because Capcom thinks that difficulty just means more than one thing at once. That's their motto. I mean, it's called artificial difficulty for a reason, Capcom. It's not actually good. Of course, Odegaron won't go, you know, on him. He'll only go on me at this point, so... The game seems determined just to fuck the player over at any given opportunity. Maybe that's why we love the game. So we can say, no you. I'm not really sure, but... there's something going on here. Because Odegaron's like, well, this thing's trying to kill me, but I'm going to go after this little guy that's not going after me at all. Why? No particular reason. You know, in the Animal Kingdom, I'm pretty sure, if there was a giant-ass Tigrex and a giant-ass dog like Odegaron, I am 90% sure that Odegaron would be going after the Tigrex first. I'll tell you, that felt good though, getting a true charge on 2 different things at once. That felt good. It was a little bit of recompense after the, you know, the fuck you that was the rest of this part. You know, not that I can really do anything or see anything at this point, but it would have been, it felt pretty good. Oh, I hate fighting more than one thing at once. I hated it in Dark Souls. I hate it here. I hate it everywhere. I don't like it. No, sir. That was a lucky true charge, by the way. I should not have worked as it did, but it did. See, Odegaron just going at me. He's like, I'm just going to ignore the big thing trying to kill me. Fuck that. I'm going after the little dude. That should not be how the AI works. Considering I'm making... well, I did hit him with 1 true charge. I'll give you that. 1... and he got in the way of that. He walked in front of it. It was like Get Down Mr. President with Tigrex there. That's what that was. It's not like I was intending to aim for Odegaron. He just walked in front of it. Broke your wing. Haha. So now Odegaron finally fucks off. So now I can actually get a true charge off. Assuming the guy doesn't get up at the last goddamn second again, which he didn't for once. Which is nice and a miracle in and of its own right. Oh, I'm sorry, did you say something? I have earplugs in, because I'm not a dumbass. If you don't use earplugs against Tigrex, you're not preparing properly. Or you just think you're Billy Badass, can block or tackle through everything, which you probably can. I have no doubt people can do that. I could probably do it if I practiced enough. But for your first time, yeah, you should probably have... I was trying to look where that tail dropped, because you can see it on the map. I was like, alright, fuck it, I don't know where it is. So I eventually just followed him. Because I was like, well, I don't really want to search throughout the whole level to get a tail. That's just more stuff I have to cut out later. I'm just gonna keep going. I think my exact words were, of course you're both here. You're both best buddies now. Why wouldn't you be here, right? I was like, oh shit, I fucked myself. I'm not sure who broke that. I think Tigrex broke a part of him. I don't think I broke him, because I hit Tigrex with that. I still argue that was a few feet in front of me, but maybe it wasn't. It looked like it was on my end. Tigrex is limping off. He's not feeling too well. I was like, okay, I'll just hitch a ride, and Odegaron will screw off, right? Odegaron yelled, no, fuck you. I'm just going to yell, fuck you, and you're not ever going to actually get to do anything. So I was like, no, screw you. I'm just going to go up here, and you can't follow. Nya, nya. You will fuck off. You may not like it, but you will. Yep. When the game gives you that, you just gotta raise the middle finger, go, no, screw you. I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off, and there you go. Gotta go Trailer Park Boys on them. Force the issue. Don't let the game have its way with you. Not if you want to live very long, no. Anyway, I'm like, okay, they're separated. Now I was like, where the hell's the tail at? Where did I cut the tail? I know I can see the tail on the map. But I don't think I ever found it. So I just kind of gave up and like, well, guess that's one less tail I'll never have now. Which really annoys me. I don't like that. I like carving my tails, but I was too stupid to do so before. Anyway, this wake-up true charge was iffy, but the way I chose to do it. And I would not suggest trying to do it the way I did it, because you will damage yourself. But I wanted that head true charge. Now, I knew when I backed up, I was going to back up into that acid. I knew I was. But I was like, the reward's worth it. Yep, it was worth it. Totally worth it. Probably should have waited for the temporal mantle, just going to tell you. But I didn't. But this isn't too terrible of a place to fight him. It's like, shit, Felicity. Yeah, Felicity had good intentions, but she really screwed me right there. Really badly. Just like fighting anything in this area, try not to stay near the acid pools like I'm doing right now. It's just not a good idea. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do things the fast way now and just screw you. Almost screwed me there, but it didn't. Now he just kind of got bored and lost me or something. I don't know, but he's just fucking off. That was a pretty neat true charge. He's just wondering like where'd she go, and then boom, killed him by hitting him in the buttocks. I think the remaining of this 50 seconds was me. Where's the tail at? I was trying to like fly back up to the other one, but it said you cannot do that in combat. I'm like, what combat? Apparently you can't fly after you've killed something. I was like, let me up there. I think it's closer that way. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not in combat. Nope, you're still in combat. Shit. Moral of the story, you cannot fly or use your whatever you call those while you are waiting for the timer. It will not allow you. It will say you're in combat. It will lie to your face and tell you you're in combat. So I was like, I guess I'm just not getting that tail, because even if I was right in front of me, I wouldn't get it at this point, so yeah. That still annoys me I didn't get that tail. I did not carve that tail when I had the chance. This is why you carve things when you get the chance. Don't wait and go, I'll come back and get it. You won't come back and get it. You won't get it. Woo, slider expert. Great for hammer, I guess, but I don't use hammer very often. So next time we're going to be fighting old Brachydios. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. The punchy T-Rex. At least from what I remember, I think he's a punchy T-Rex. And, I don't remember much about that fight. Like, at all. So that should be pretty funny. Anyway, that's about all I got for today, everyone. The rest of this is just me doing some, necessary maintenance. And hopefully, I will see you all next time. Until then, everybody. Until then.